Hi, I am Claire. Welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I am going to be doing a cottage living house in The Sims 4. So my idea for this house was for a blended family to live here. One half of the family has lived in the country their whole life, and the other half of the family has lived in the city their whole life, and so they decided to move to the country because this land has been in their family for generations. And so I do have this is for a family of 5, and so there are 2 bedrooms on the first floor and then 2 bedrooms on the second floor, and they are sharing 1 bathroom. I thought that would be kind of fun and kind of a little bit funny for like this newly blended family to be sharing 1 bathroom, just since it's always been just like 2 Sims in this house for so long. That's all they needed. But now that they're a family of 5, they have to kind of work some things out, and so that might be a little bit frustrating during gameplay, and everybody needs to get everywhere at the same time. But I thought that would be a little bit realistic since it's only been 2 Sims and now it's like 5 Sims. So we are just working on this little front entry table, and so you first walk into this like family room area, and I was thinking that it's like what the city people kind of brought with them to like make it feel more like a home. Like maybe that TV wasn't there before they got married, and so we are just going to be adding this window because I did not feel like adding any more pictures in it to the space. I was thinking of adding 2 more like plant pictures on the other side, but that just didn't I just didn't want to do that. And so now we are in the toddler's bedroom of the family. And so I was imagining this for a little girl who just wants to be in everything, and so I gave her a little dollhouse, and I gave her a little teddy bear to play with, and so we are just going to be adding a lot of wall decorations into this room because I thought it'd be cute to just have the whole entire wall of like aspen trees because they are kind of more in like the countryside, and so we are just going to be adding these cloud pictures, but I do move them by the aspen trees because they like go behind the aspen trees, and it kind of looked cool to have like it looked more like a scenery than just like random aspen trees. And so we do also change the wallpaper into cottage living wallpaper. I don't exactly know how to describe it. You'll see it in a minute. So I do actually have a family that I've made for this house, so maybe I will put them on the gallery when I put this house on the gallery. If you are interested in playing in this house, please follow me on the gallery. My EA ID is crfaldmo, and the information will be down in the description. And so now we are just working on this 1 bathroom that I was talking about, and so now we are just going to be adding the normal things into the bathroom. I really did think it would be funny to have just like 1 bathroom in this house, and like I said earlier, I was trying to make it feel like it was like in a generational land, and so there's a few like older things and there's like a few newer things, like the kitchen, very old school, like the oven stove, like that's definitely been in for generations. And I don't know why I decided to keep it all yellow because I thought it'd be fun, and it kind of went with the wallpaper in like on the background. And so we are just kind of making it a little bit of a wrap around kitchen, and I just want to make sure that at least 2 Sims could maybe cook here. And so we are just going to be adding this dishwasher, and I actually got rid of it just because when I was taking the screenshots, I'm like, that looks pretty awkward. Like you couldn't like do the dishes and hold the dishwasher open at the same time. And so I just solved the problem, got rid of it, and so now we are just in the dining room of the house. It's kind of an awkward space. I know I could have kept it like a hallway into the primary bedroom, but I thought since this is like a family, probably want to be all together, at least the parents do, and like have a nice little family dinner. And so now we are just adding some plants because the plants on the outside were covering, like poking through the wall. And this little like side table, I know it's supposed to like have like parenting things in it, but it looks to me like it could have like silverware, maybe some tablecloths and like some eating mats. And so I want to have it like in the dining room space. And so now we are just going to be adding some decorations on to the table, a salt and pepper shaker, and some paper towels. I thought it would be more useful for them to have like paper towels on the table for napkins instead of actual napkins. And so now we are just going into the primary bedroom, and so I wanted to use this bed from Cottage Living just because it is a cottage living build, and I do like this bed. I love the detail. I love the swatches on it, and was really trying to use this dresser from Cottage Living, but it just didn't really end up. And I wanted there to be a fireplace somewhere in this house, and so I just got rid of that dresser. Not this dresser you see now. Put a desk right there, which you can see now. But I got rid of that dresser, and I ended up putting a fireplace in this house, just or in this room actually, just because I was like, there's a chimney, so there must be a fireplace. And so you'll see that at the end of the video during the screenshots. And so now we are just going to have this little desk space. I don't add a computer on to this desk, but the teenage girls room does have a computer on it. And so now we are just going to be adding these pictures of like probably like ancestors, probably like the grandpa and like the great grandpa who like started this land and like got this land and wanted to be farmers. And so I thought that would be fun to add that into the bedroom, but where I put it kind of is awkward because like they are looking at you while you are sleeping. So hopefully, I mean, I feel like that would bother me, but uh, anyway, it probably won't bother your Sims. And so now we are on the second level of the house, which is for the two teens. So I was kind of thinking that maybe like what before the city Sims moved into here, the other two Sims had to kind of build this second level of the house to accommodate everybody. And so this first room is going to be for the teenage son, and he is a music lover and a bookworm. And so we are just going to be adding a little desk for him to do his homework on. I'm going to be adding a guitar since I just said he's a music sim. And so now we are just going to be adding this bookshelf from the Discovery University pack, and I thought it'd be funny just because it looks homemade. Like, yeah, I did this myself because I have so much books that need to be off the floor. And so you're just going to be adding some posters and going to be adding this rug from Parenthood, and it has a guitar on it since I said at least 3 times now that this is for a musical sim. And so now we are just figuring out some things to put on his desk. In my mind, this would be the sim that has grown up in the country his whole life, but his new sister just has kind of brought a few like pop culture things into his life. And so now we are in the teenage girl's room, and so the first thing I add is a computer because I felt like her being in the city, she's just around all this technology, and so she couldn't part with without her computer. I do switch it for a laptop, and so we are just going to be using the bed and the dressers from the side table from the seasons pack, and then the dresser is from the base game. And I do give her 2 desks just so she can have one to game and then one to do her homework on, and then just going to be adding a little journal for her, and just gonna be adding a microphone because I wasn't exactly sure what her like second hobby would be or like a second talent. So I'm just like, she can either sing, she can act, she can practice her comedian skills, and so or comedy. She can practice her comedy skills, and so now we are just gonna be adding these posters, banners from the City Living Pack, just because I feel like it just like this marriage just kind of happened. She's barely moved into the country, and so she's still kind of wanting to hold on to her past, probably making plans to move back into Friends once she graduates from high school, and so she's just still kind of embracing that city lifestyle. And so now we are just going to be doing a quick few things in the back. I kind of already had a few things set up, like there's a chicken coop and a cow or llama hut thing, and so I just wanted there to be these like hanging lights over this like outdoor picnic table. I thought that was kind of fun to have, and another use for the City Living Pack. And I just wanted to make sure there was also like a slide for the toddler, just so that she isn't bored when she can't do all the chores, but she wants to do all the chores. And so we are just going to be adding toy chest, and we are getting close to the end of the video. So I hope you enjoyed watching. Like I said earlier, if you want to download this house, the information will be down in the description. I hope you enjoyed watching. I post new videos every single Tuesday, so I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you all next week for another Sims 4 video. Bye!